guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a 25-week pregnancy update. My last update was at 20 weeks and a lot has changed. Definitely getting a lot bigger. I'm currently sitting in what will be our baby's room. We have a crib here unassembled still because we need to paint the walls before we start assembling things and putting things in their home. This used to be my husband's office and this is going to be the baby's room now. So we've mostly emptied it. It's mostly just baby stuff in here that we've been collecting over the last month or so. And yeah, let me show you guys the bump. So this is the belly. I'm definitely very obviously pregnant now. At 20 weeks, I feel like people who didn't know me or didn't know if I was pregnant, they were unsure, but pretty much everyone that sees me now is pretty sure I'm pregnant. So we have about 3 months before the baby comes. I've gained a total of 5 pounds total since from my pre-pregnancy weight. So since my 20-week update, I've gained an additional 3 more pounds. Which is really good. It's exactly what the doctor asked me to do. It's very hard though. I'm only supposed to gain a total of 17 pounds. He asked 15 for me to gain 15 only, but 17 would be my max until the baby arrives. So yeah, I have been having a hard time with that in the last month or so, especially the holidays. You know, there's not always healthy options available. I bake a lot and that's been a hard challenge for me, and I feel like the last couple of weeks I have had really strong cravings for things that are not beneficial to my pregnancy, and I would gain weight from eating them if I ate them whenever I wanted. I do give in to my cravings every once in a while. Probably, 2 or 3 times a week I will treat myself to something. Like, I've been wanting Doritos and I've also been wanting some baked goods. Basically, I've been wanting carbs. The other night I had such a strong craving for jalapeno poppers and french fries and things like that, and it's so difficult to not just go and get that. It's so hard. I feel like an animal sometimes when I think about my cravings. So yeah, the baby right now, he weighs 1.5 pounds according to my pregnancy app, and he is 13 inches long. That's really long. He is in the fetal position, so he's not 13 inches long in my womb, but if he came out of the fetal position, he would be 13 inches long, which is pretty crazy. Also, according to the internet, my placenta weighs 1.5 pounds. So that right there, just between the baby and the placenta, is 3 pounds. So I'm sure there's a little other weight in there with the fluid and all of that, but yeah, 3 pounds for the baby, so that is okay. I think that if I've only gained 5 pounds, it's pretty much okay. I'm concerned though that as I get into my last trimester that I'm going to start rapidly gaining weight. I have technically 10 pounds to gain, but I just really hope I can control myself. We're also going to Hawaii in a week, and there's going to be so much food that I'm going to want to try in Hawaii, but I have to make sure I don't go too crazy. Luckily, there's lots of fresh fruit that I'm excited to try, and fruit is not the most terrible thing I could be eating, you know? So yeah, I also took my GD test last week on Thursday, so 3 days ago I took my GD test. I don't have the results back. I will not get the results back until I get back from Hawaii. The GD test was totally disgusting. If you guys haven't taken your GD test yet, I I'm so sorry that you have to take it. It is so gross. I took it at LabCorp. Some people take it like at their doctor's office, and some people get sent to a lab to go take it. My doctor sent me to LabCorp to take it, and I had to sit there for 2 hours. So I got there, they drew blood from me, and then right after they drew blood, I had to drink this bottle. It was like not that small, you guys. It was like a pretty generous amount of this clear liquid that was fruit punch flavored, and it tasted so disgusting, and you had to drink it in 5 minutes or else they had to start the whole test over. And so I drank that in 5 minutes, and then I went into the waiting room for an hour, and then they drew blood again for me. And then I went back into the waiting room and for another hour, and then they drew blood for me again. So hopefully my test results come back good and my numbers are good, because already me watching what I'm eating has been really hard. And then if I have gestational diabetes, it will be even more extreme. You really have to like watch what you're eating. There's like zero giving into your cravings. So pray for me, because I'm nervous about that. It's something that I'm super nervous about. I've been nervous about it since I got pregnant, because my mom had gestational diabetes when she was pregnant with my brother, and I just really don't want to go through that. I really don't. Not that anybody does, but like I just cannot imagine like literally just eating like vegetables and like only small amounts of fruit, because one of the good things that I have been craving is fruit, and then with gestational diabetes you can't have as much fruit because you have to watch your sugar intake. And I've also been craving carbs, like I said, and guess what? You cannot have any carbs when you have GD. So hopefully I get back from Hawaii and I go to the doctors and they tell me my test was good. So, and then also if the numbers come back high, I think they make you go back to do the test again for a 3-hour test. That's a long time. So yeah. Oh, I feel the baby so much. Like when I did my 20-week pregnancy update, I could feel the baby. I could feel him moving in me. But now it has been so much movement. Like every 20 minutes at least I feel him kick me. And sometimes it like is so strong that it like startles me sometimes. And before I used to feel him below my belly button, kind of like on the left and right side. And lately, the last few days, I've been feeling him on my right side above my belly button. So like up here, I could feel kicks. I think he's starting to turn from like horizontally, because his head used to be here and his legs were here. And I think he's starting to turn kind of like this to get ready. I read too, because I was like, what's going on in here? It feels different. But I read that at 24 weeks, between 24 and 30 weeks is when they start to turn to a vertical position. And we picked up this birthing ball yesterday. So to help him get into the correct position. I don't want him to be breech. I really don't. It's my goal to have an unmedicated vaginal birth, and this birthing ball is supposed to help with that. It can help you get through contractions and all of that, and during when you're actually laboring, this ball is really great. But before you labor, you can use this ball in a few different ways to encourage your baby to get in the correct birthing position. So we picked this ball up yesterday at Big Five. It was originally $25, but it was on sale for $13, which is a really good deal, because the ones that we were looking at on Amazon were anywhere from $20 to $30. So I'm really glad we found a good deal for this and that I have one. I actually sat on it this morning while I did my makeup. And yeah, so that's it. I don't know what else to say. I'm really excited. Yeah, my concerns now for the rest of my pregnancy are, obviously, I want my baby to be healthy and I want him to be in the correct position so that I can birth him unmedicated and vaginally. And then my other really, really big concern is I don't want GD and I don't want to gain too much weight. I want to stay at what my doctor asked me to stay at, because that will get me to that goal of mine to have a vaginal birth, because he says if I gain too much weight, I'm likely to have a C-section because I'm plus size and I do not want a C-section. So, but you know, whatever happens, happens, and I can't control everything. I can just do what I can do, and that's all I can do. So yeah, I'm also a little nervous. We're going on a long flight to Hawaii. I think it's like 6 hours long. And I was reading on my pregnancy apps that, you know, you get swollen feet and ankles when you fly when you're pregnant. I flew one time already when we were pregnant, but I was like really early on. I was only like 12 weeks pregnant, and everything was fine. But I'm pretty pregnant now. And the other thing is, I hope I have an aisle seat, because I have to pee all the time. I have to pee like every 20 or 30 minutes. Yeah, like I just drink one sip of water and I have to go pee. The other thing is, you guys, this is TMI, but I have like terrible gas. Like really bad gas, like all day long, from the morning into the night while I'm sleeping. Like, it is so bad, and I've never experienced this before in my life. Like, even if I've had an upset stomach before, it's never been like this, and I literally can't control it. It's kind of a little bit funny because I've been with my husband for like 5 years now, and he has like never heard me fart before. But this last month, there's been a handful of times where it's just, I can't control it. I literally cannot control it. If I could, I would. And yeah, he's heard me fart, so, you know, what are you gonna do? When it happens, I can't stop laughing. And sometimes he doesn't even hear it. Like, I think he hears it, because I'm like, how could you not hear that? And I just start busting out laughing, and he's like looking at me. He's like, did you fart or something? Because like now when I laugh out of nowhere, he knows it's because I farted by accident. So I think I hit all of the points that I wanted to talk about. Pretty soon I'm going to be taking like a hospital tour and a birthing class with my husband. And then I'm also going to sign up for a breastfeeding class at the hospital. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. If you guys are expecting, let me know how your pregnancy is going down in the comments. If you're having any of the same symptoms or the same worries as me. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe. You can hit the notification bell if you want to see more of my videos and make sure you get notified. I also have an Instagram. It's kafeteriafood with a K. Alright guys, bye.